Howdy. I'm all ready. I got my glass of water poured beforehand this time. Spent probably too much time today trying to come up with a good layout for AI Dungeon. But I think I got a pretty alright one. Just doing a little audio mess in here. 1 second, I gotta turn this music down for me. It's a little too loud. There we go. Alright. I don't see any reason to delay any further. Let's go ahead and play some AI Dungeon. Let me know how the layout is. I just kind of threw this together. That wasn't me that sneezed. Figure I might as well get some mileage out of all the assets that I put together for Wayne's AI Dungeon stream. Might as well reuse them. Alright. I'm trying to decide if I want to have to read everything out loud or if I want to turn on the text-to-speech. Because there is a text-to-speech option. I haven't really messed with it, but I know that it exists. I'm kind of trying to think if I want to do that or not. The text-to-speech might be funny. I'm going to turn on the text-to-speech. The scroll is going to look really bad for a couple seconds, because the chroma keying is going to be wrong. But just don't worry about it. Let's see. Text-to-speech. How about that? Text-to-speech. I don't know how loud the text-to-speech is going to be, so we're going to have to kind of play this by ear, unfortunately. Alright, let's get started. I always like to start off with just a good old fantasy one. But which character? That's the question. You know, honestly, kind of feeling princess. I don't think I've ever done the princess one. I think I want to go with that one. I think that one's new. Alright, character name. What's the princess's name? Let's see. Princess... Let's go with... Betty, Peeps, Alexa... Trog. Just do Princess Trog? We could. Princess Burple? Princess Trog. Look, let's go with... Princess... Susan. No, that's lame. Let's just do... You know what? Fuck it. We'll do Princess Trog. How about that? Let's not get it twisted.
That red-haired men have come to the kingdom and given the king a letter. The knight says you are to be executed, but when he sees you are awake he leaves, not realizing you heard him all the way in the hallway.
Wow. So how does that text-to-speech sound? Because that is some low-quality text-to-speech. There's some text cut off visually. Oh, it broke my thing. 1 second. Hang on. I can fix this real quick, like. Oh. In order to get AI Dungeon to play nice, I have to, like, totally rewrite the CSS of the web page so I can chroma key it and everything. There we go. Now you should be able to see everything. TTS is quiet and yeah, I know it's compressed. There's nothing I can do about that. But let me see. Yeah, let me... You know, I'll turn the volume up, and then if the text-to-speech is just, like, bad, if it just, like, isn't gonna work, then we'll not bother. But we'll try it out.
That red-haired men have come to the kingdom and given the king a letter. The knight says you are to be executed, but when he sees you are awake he leaves, not realizing you heard him all the way in the hallway.
How's that for volume? Yeah, the scrolling portraits, those were ones I collected from, for the AI Adventure Call stream. I just told Bao Pei, find me the best NPC portraits from, Neverwinter Nights. Give me all your favorites. And he gave me them. Alright, anyway. Let's play the game. Well, let's see. Wait, the knight rushes in to the room to give me a letter. No. Some people gave the king a letter. The knight says I am to be executed, but then when he sees I'm awake, he leaves? What? Was he, like, trying to, like, whisper to me while I was sleeping? He got anxious. Let's see. Okay. Let's, go to... Oh, wait, let's see. Yeah. Go to the throne room. And confront your father.
You go to the throne room and see your father surrounded by guards. One of them steps forward and says you and your entire family are to be executed for treason.
For treason? That's no good. Ask the guard what treason means. Yes, I am the princess.
The guard says you signed a treaty with a neighboring nation but broke it yesterday by agreeing to help them in a war. The guard pulls out a crossbow and points it at you, clearly under the impression that you are about to attack.
Whoa, hang on. What? I'm like a princess, right? I literally just got out of bed. I have to still be in my jammies. And this guard is like... Hold on. Alright, hang on. Let's try to defuse this situation. Hold up your hands and show that you are currently unarmed.
The guard looks extremely surprised but lowers the crossbow. He calls for another guard, who arrives looking very confused. The guard demands that you be restrained and the other guard reluctantly obeys. Have you gone mad?
Hang on. Hang on. I have to fix the scroll bar that has just appeared. It's going to absolutely drive me insane if I don't fix that right now. Give me 1 second. I can fix this. There we go. Much better. All right. I'm not sure who's saying, have you gone mad? Am I saying that? Okay. Attempt to get out of the guard's clutches and run to a safer location.
You leap forward, but the second guard tackles you and clamps a hand firmly over your mouth. The pair of them hold you down, and you watch as the first guard reaches into his pocket for a small, odd-looking pistol.
Jeez. Okay. Well, I've just instantly... The game starts and all agency is taken away from my character. I think I need to do something drastic. Cast Poison Touch on the guard in order to escape.
The guard cries out and falls over, clutching his hand. You try to run, but the other guard punches you in the stomach and
Holy
knocks
shit.
the wind out of you.
These people are just beating up like a little girl. What's going on? I didn't want to go off the rails so early, but I feel like I'm having to do some bullshit to not just have the story end immediately. Let's see. Fire. I don't want to just say oh, use the magical powers, but I feel like I don't know how else to get out of this situation. Do a standing backflip in order to intimidate the guard.
You jump up and do a backflip, but unfortunately, your guard is not intimidated. He simply waits until you land and punches you hard in the face. You fall to the ground and lose consciousness.
God damn it, are you kidding me? This is bullshit, man. Okay, whatever. Wake up. Let's see where the fuck it puts me.
You wake up in a stone room and sit up quickly, feeling an excruciating pain in your head. You groan and put a hand to your forehead. To your surprise, a soft, wet feeling touches your hand.
Okay. Okay. Investigate the soft, wet feeling. Is it just blood? Am I bleeding? Is it my brain?
Your fingers slide over something cold and slimy. You shiver and look at your hand to find a large ice sitting in the palm of your hand.
What?
You shriek and push yourself back against the wall.
This is I wanted a fun princess adventure. I thought princess was gonna be oh yeah, you get to do cool magic stuff. What is going on? Is there an eyeball? Oh, it's in my hand. Okay. Try to communicate with the eyeball? I thought this was gonna be fun. This is horror.
You lean forward and hear a low, raspy voice coming from the eyeball. A face appears in the eyeball's pupil and you gasp. Help me, it whispers to you. Who are you?
Okay, hang on. I'm just Prince. I need more context in this engagement.
Why are you in there? I am the Countess of Clarence. Vampires have imprisoned me in this foul body so that I may do their bidding. Please, you must help me.
Alright, well, now there's vampires. Are the vampires related to me getting executed? Let's see. Ask Clarence if the vampires are at all related to the possible treasonous activities of your father.
Oh yes, very much so. Your father signed a treaty with Lord Casamento agreeing that you would marry his son Dimos. Most of your father's guard are werewolves and
What?
they have detained him until the wedding takes place.
Has this always been like this? Were my guards were the kingdom guards always werewolves? Okay, whatever. Ask Clarence if they know a way out of this prison cell. We gotta escape. Oh, the Countess. Oh, she's the Countess of Clarence.
No.
Whoops, her name isn't
Magic's
Clarence.
preventing anyone but a vampire from leaving. You must escape. There is nothing I can do to help you.
What? That's not very helpful, Countess. I'm just gonna say that her name is Clarence, okay? Whatever. Okay, you can only escape if you're a vampire, but you must escape. Okay. Okay, ask Clarence. Well, Clarence said that there's nothing that they can do to help you. Dribble Clarence like a basketball.
The Countess of Clarence bobs around under your palm as you carry her out of your cell and down the dungeon corridor. I've heard rumors that you are a dragon. Is this true? She asks.
What? Wait, I just left, and now I'm a dragon? Hello?
Are you also invincible?
I'm just gonna press enter a couple times on this one.
Can you not be killed by ordinary weapons? I am. Why do you ask? Well, if I am correct, the only way out of the castle is a deadly
Cool,
trap.
alright, so I went from getting beat over the head and punched in the gut until I went unconscious until, okay, now I'm an invincible dragon princess. Alright, well, hey look, if the game's giving it to me, I'm not gonna argue. Use your dragon abilities to start flying really, really fast out of the castle. Wait, we're in a dungeon, right? You can't fly out of a dungeon. Use your dragon abilities to blow open a large hole in the dungeon wall. That's why you're here. They couldn't execute you. Yeah, that's a good point.
You turn toward the wall and breathe a long, narrow jet of flame onto it. The stone quickly begins to blacken and turn to ash, but you are interrupted by the sound of heavy boots thundering toward you down the corridor.
Well, honestly, I'm not really scared now. I'm invincible according to the game. Look towards the approaching boots. That doesn't make any sense. Look towards the source of the noise and get ready to battle. It's approaching
A group
boots.
of
It's just
werewolves
boots.
march toward you, looking fierce and feral, their eyes shining green. They tense for a moment as they see you, then lurch forward with
Oh,
a
shit.
fearsome roar.
Alright, well now I'm a dragon princess fighting werewolves. So are the werewolves and the vampires on the same side? It says that my father the king was being treasonous with vampires, but the guards are all werewolves. Okay. Try to distract the werewolves by pretending Clarence is a tennis ball and pretending to throw it, but actually just keeping it in your hand the whole time. Dogs always fall for that one.
The werewolves are smart enough to see through your trick,
Ah,
and
shit.
they pin you down. The first thing you know, your head is ripped off by a ravenous beast and
Jesus.
your lifeless body crumples into a nearby heap of tattered cloth.
I thought I was invincible. Hello? Be reborn as the mighty dragon princess who is invincible and use your powers to turn all the werewolves into skeletons.
You sit on your gold throne in the heart of your mountain,
What?
alone but content. Through your enchanted castle you watch people mill about the towns below, totally oblivious to your existence.
I mean, I kind of like this story more than being in a dungeon and getting my head ripped off by werewolves, but it's not really following the plot anymore. Look around for anybody nearby.
As you're admiring your mountain's grand fall, you see a winged green and purple creature fluttering its way toward you.
Alright. Ask the creature who they are and how you ended up in this mountain. No, I'm not gonna eat the creature. This isn't that kind of stream.
My name is Navi, and you've been brought here by the Great Fairy,
What?
the creature said. I'll be helping you throughout your quest. What quest? You ask, confused. Navi rolls her eyes.
Alright. Tell Navi if they're gonna be a little bitch about this, they can just leave.
Fine, Navi said.
Alright, well, Navi's gone. Okay, hang on. Say, wait, come back. I'm just upset because I thought werewolves ripped my whole head off. What's going on?
Greater than you say, wait, come back. I'm just upset because I thought werewolves.
The AI
ripped
doesn't know
my
what to
whole
do.
head off. What's going on?
The AI didn't like that one. Let's see. Sometimes if you press enter, it'll come up with something anyway. Okay, no, I failed my quest. Hang on, we're gonna go back. We're gonna time warp that one. All right. Okay. What quest? Navi rolls her eyes. Ask Navi what I don't even know. What am I supposed to do? I'm going on a quest that I don't know what it is. Shrug and just leave the mountain. Guess I'm gonna have to find my answers elsewhere.
You run down the steps of your mountain and hop onto your horse, Gruzy. Come on,
What?
Gruzy. Let's go.
What's going on? I don't... Who is this? Who's... Ask Gruzy if they know what's going on.
Zombies are everywhere, mate. The only place that's
What?
safe is the castle at Death Mountain. Let's go. The chair awakens you just as a particularly large and angry-looking werewolf.
What?
leaps
The
towards
chair?
you.
What? What is happening? Eat the werewolf. Whatever. I'm done fucking around. That was just like a weird.
Teeth into the furry beast. It screams in pain, and you taste his sweet, sweet flesh. You're no werewolf, though you're a dragon.
All right. Okay. Cool. I guess I ate the werewolf. I still don't know what's going on. All right. Look around. Let's just do that. Let's just look around.
You're in a jail cell. Really nice furnishing, but definitely a jail cell. You stand up, but the door is locked. As you pick up the golden key off the desk next to you, the door bursts open.
Okay.
Well, Sleeping Beauty finally woke up. A voice cries. You turn to see a very muscular, bearded man in shiny armor walk in, two half-naked women accompanying him.
All right. Ask the man who they are and why you have been imprisoned.
I'm the legendary hero, Rustle. These are my noble steeds,
Wait, hang on.
Elena and Moira. He says, pointing to each woman in turn. You're our ticket out of here. He draws his sword.
What did... say... Hey, buddy, what do you plan on doing with that thing there? Or maybe they're horse people, I don't know.
Cutting your head off and showing it to the king. You've never been much of a fighter, but you're definitely not gonna let this guy kill you so he can meet the princess.
All right. Let's see. Inform Russell that inform Russell that your scales are impervious to cutting, and that you cannot be beheaded ever again.
The look of terror in Russell's eyes is quickly replaced with one of confusion. So beat me with your fists roundly before turning me into gold at your leisure. You suggest helpfully, angry at the misunderstanding and looming death.
What? Why would I say that? Why would I say beat me up? Look at Alina and Moira and say, hey, if you help me beat this guy up, I've got, like, a whole mountain worth of gold that you can have.
Moira gives a snort of disgust, but you catch a twinkle in her eye. Elena, however, looks at you thoughtfully for a moment before saying you'd give up your fortune to save your life.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, Moira says, looking around the incredibly nice room that you're currently in, I suppose we might be able to do something with this. What am I supposed to do? Sleep on the floor?
No. Tell Moira to attack Russell.
Moira's eyes narrow, and she sizes up the hero. Elena, you take Gruzy out of here. I'll deal with this barbarian.
Why is Gruzy here? Gruzy. Are they all horses? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just pressing enter. Let's see what happens.
Elena nods. Come on, Moira, you can ride Gruzy to the king's castle. Moira's eyes go wide. You're riding Gruzy? That's a horse.
What is this story? It doesn't know what's going on anymore. I think I need to pull the fucking escape hatch. The AI is like hyper confused. Okay, open up a portal and just leave. I'm pulling the escape hatch open.
Well, if the Lord of Pain has led me this way, there must be a reason for it. You remark. Oh sure, it was the Lord of Pain that lead you here. That's what you're saying?
Alright, it is not giving me the escape hatch. Tell whoever is left in the room that you really, really, really need to leave right now.
Elena raises an eyebrow, but opens the window behind
All
her.
right, perfect. Jump out the window. I'll take that. I'll take that exit.
You fly past the window, a whirlwind of emotions emitting negative thoughts. Elena follows you, her skin having turned a demonic red.
Who is that?
You think I'm gonna let you leave me now?
Who is Eleanor? There was Alina. This princess is having the worst day of her life. She just keeps being accosted by people who she has no idea who they are. All right. You think I'm gonna let you leave me now? Do a, I don't know, fly faster. Let's just do that. Let's see what happens.
She doesn't follow. Your morals are tested in this game more than you expected. Once again, you find yourself in an opulent room. Whoever owns this place sure likes their treasures. And their windows.
Okay. Call out in anguish. Who is doing this to me? What do you want?
Something touches your shoulder, and you spin around, fearing the worst. The most beautiful woman you've ever seen is standing behind you. Her hair is the color of spun gold, and her eyes are as blue as the clearest summer sky.
Sure, let's just introduce more characters. Alright. Ask this woman who she is. I'm sure I'll get a bullshit answer.
My, someone's in a temper. She laughs. Who are you, you ask, glaring at her. I'm curious. Why do you keep insisting I'm not beautiful? She asks.
I don't even know who you are.
Oh really? I thought we were getting to know each other. She gives you a cheeky smile. Whoever she is, she's definitely not human. In fact, you're willing to bet that she's not even female.
I'm not sure how my character would know that. I'm not even sure what that means. Okay. Ask the woman her name. How about that? Let's just do that.
You, in the cage. Tell me your
What?
name.
She's in a
She
cage?
shakes her head. Her long, brown hair flies around.
Her hair
framing
changed
her
colors?
face. Well, you're definitely no lady. She frowned.
Wait, now she's saying that I'm not a lady. Who is and isn't a lady? And who cares? Hang on, I'm re-rolling that. None of that made any fucking sense.
What's your name, you ask her. Her expression darkening, she responds, why do you want to know?
Oh, gosh. This is going nowhere. Explain that you don't know how you got here, and you're just trying to get some answers. Oh, wait, I just realized that I did
Really?
you say
She
ask
says,
the woman her name.
expression
Oh, well.
darkening even more. She suddenly grabs your hand. You still don't get it, do you? She slams your hand on a nearby table stuffed full of gemstones and gold.
I guess that's cool. Why is everybody being so cryptic to me? I just want some answers. Are these your gemstones? Why are you showing me this? No, I don't still get it. I really don't know.
She shakes her head slowly, disappointment and anger written all over her face. A loud crackle suddenly emanates from the fireplace, and you hear a great roar. You don't get it at all, she exclaims.
Oh boy. Okay. Try to calm the woman down. Everybody's being a real meanie.
Calm down, and explain to me what exactly is going on. She looks at you angrily. We're cursed. We've been put under a horrid curse which causes us to look like this.
Look beautiful? Look, say, what do you mean? You look beautiful.
We look nothing like how you think we do. We look hideous and disgusting. This is what you see us as. She looks away, refusing to meet your gaze.
Okay. This is like some other species that like thinks humans are disgusting or something? Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with this lady. Okay. Ask the woman how you can help to break their curse. Give them a kiss to break the curse? Maybe. We're about to find out.
She looks at you again, a slight twinkle of hope in her eyes. You can break the curse?
No,
well,
I
what is it?
It's not what I said.
You ask her in return. She looks at the floor in shame.
What? Alright, hang on. I'm hitting enter. Kiss floor? Maybe. The AI doesn't even know what to say. Alright, I'm about to pull the plug on this one. This one has gone off the rails. Alright, how about this? Just kiss the woman to break the curse. That's how it works in all these stories, right? Let's just try that. See if that gets us anywhere.
You grab the woman, planting a kiss right on her lips. After a horrifying moment, she spins away from you, back to the wall of gold. You feel a weird sensation coming over you, causing you to shake a little.
I think I wasn't supposed to do that, I guess.
WH. What's happening? You sputter. A thin, wispy form emerges from her, disappearing into the air. I'm free. I'm free, she exclaims, her voice ringing throughout the chamber.
I guess I did it? Was she a ghost the whole time? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Look for an exit to the room.
You see an opening behind the gold, but one question remains in your mind. Who are you? The ghost turns around to face you, tears streaming down her face.
What? I thought the ghost disappeared into the air. This is a different ghost? Ask the ghost what happened. The music a little louder than the TTS, yeah.
The ghost approaches you, taking your hand in hers. Suddenly, you feel a sharp pain in the back of your head, which quickly subsides. You look around the room and see doors in each corner. The woman is gone.
Well, I think I got cursed by a ghost. That's cool, I guess. Okay. Go through the closest door.
You open the door to see a large, barren room. Strange runes are inscribed on the floor. In the center of them is a girl, bound by rope. She looks at you with wide eyes. Please help me.
What is up with all these kidnapped women? Who's kidnapping all these women and putting them in this weird gold dungeon? Alright. Well, obviously, untie the girl. Let's be more descriptive. Undo the girl's ropes to free her. Let's be very specific so nothing weird happens.
You rush to the girl, cutting through the ropes that bind her arms tightly against her body. As you do, the ropes begin to fray. Thank you, mister, she says quickly, and rushes out the door.
Alright, you know, that's fine. Mistakes happen. Okay. Investigate the runes on the ground and see if you recognize them.
As you step onto the first of the runes, it glows blue for a moment. Suddenly, pain lances into
Gotta
your
be
skull,
kidding
and
me.
you collapse on the floor. You suddenly find yourself alone in a dark place you've never been before.
Oh. Look around this room, I guess.
You're sitting in a study desk. In front of
What?
you is a blackboard, covered with various topics from English to math. To your right is a spinning globe, and to your left is a cabinet that holds books from world history to chemistry.
I'm in school? Okay. Read what's on the blackboard.
There's nothing on the blackboard except for your teacher's crooked cursive writing, which you're unable to decipher. Suddenly, you hear the bell ring. Class is dismissed.
What? Think to yourself, wasn't I a dragon like 30 seconds ago?
You shrug and exit the classroom. Outside you see your friends, Monica and Gerald. They seem surprised to see you. Wow, you're actually on time for once. Gerald says, teasing you.
I don't know these people. This feels like it's from an Anodyne game or something. What? say, who are you people? Where am I? I don't know what's going on anymore. Everything just keeps changing. A reverse isekai.
Everything will be explained to you, Davin.
I'm
Just
not
follow
Davin.
me. Gerald continues to lead you down the hallways to the cafeteria, where everyone is eating burgers and nuggets.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, never mind, I'm back in. Say, I'm not Davin. I'm Trog. I should have eaten nuggets.
Gerald looks at you strangely. You're incredibly hungry, so you decide to just get a snack from the candy machine. When you turn to face it, you see a middle-aged, chubby man in a jumpsuit.
Okay. Alright, you know what? I'll play by your game story. I'll, go get some burgers and nuggets from the cafeteria.
You, Gerald, and Monica go up to the lunch lady and order the combo meal.
The
After
combo
paying,
meal?
You walk outside to the picnic tables and sit down. While you're eating, a girl walks up to the table.
I feel like this... Okay. This is a reference that you people in chat may not get. But I'm pretty sure this is just the plot to the TNG episode The Inner Light, when Captain Picard gets blasted by an alien probe and lives an entire lifetime as an alien species. Ask the girl, do I know you?
You don't know this girl. Why would you? You just transferred here from another state, remember? Hey, new kid. Want to sit with me at the cool kids table?
What is going on? I transferred from another dimension. Say, no thanks. I'm sitting with my friends already. I mean, I'll take this over getting beheaded every other post.
You and your friends ignore the girl. Eventually, the bell rings and you head to class. When you get there, you see another notice on the blackboard. It says there's to be a football game today after classes.
Can I... This is just now, it's just... I don't even know. This is just high school roleplay now. I wanted to have a fun princess adventure. What's going on? I don't even know if I have a house or anything. Like, what? Go to the principal of the school. How about that? Maybe the principal of this school will know what the fuck's going on.
When you get there, the athletic director is waiting outside his office.
Well, that's great. I don't care about the athletic director. Go directly into the principal's office.
The athletic director stops you. Where are you going, son? I would like to see the principal. Of course you would. We all want something, right? In this school, the athletes get what they want.
Okay. Attempt to channel your latent dragon abilities to... let's not just kill this guy. Channel your latent dragon abilities to control the athletic director's mind and get him to go away.
with your mind to the athletic directors. You find his mind unprotected by either skill or lack of ability. You send a command into it, "Leave me alone." He blinks and backs away from you slowly.
I'm very surprised that actually worked. All right, go into the principal's... I spelled principal wrong. Principal's office. Let's go there. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere.
The door is open, so you go in. The principal is sitting behind his desk. "Hello, sir. I would like to talk to you about the football game today."
Okay, well, that's great. Tell the principal that you don't care about the football game. You have no idea how you got here. And you need to go back from where you came from.
He sits up in his seat. "You don't care about the football game? But it's the Super Bowl. Who are you, and what have you done with Davin?"
Who is Davin? Have I, swapped souls with, a high school boy? Is there a high school boy who's an impervious dragon princess in another dimension or something? I'm not Davin at all. I'm Trog, and I'm an invincible dragon princess from another land.
"Okay, you need to calm down. Just tell me what's going on, and we'll figure it out from there, okay? Fine." You take a deep breath, and begin to relay the story of what happened.
Ask the principal if they know anything about magic.
He says, "Not here." Then he frowns. "Or at least, we didn't before today. Why was there a portal in your school?"
What? Why was there... God damn. Okay. Copy and paste the entire story so far. I wish that you could, but I don't think I can do that. Okay. Why was there a portal in your school? Okay, leave the principal and look for the portal that will take you back home.
All you find is a janitor's closet. He waves at you from inside it.
Fucking...
You look around at the people in the hallways, and see that none of them are quite right.
Oh. Okay. Go in the janitor's closet. Janitor live in
Closed
janitor
for
closet.
cleaning, he says, holding the door closed. You know he's something, but not human. You try to peer into the dark closet to make out his form, but you can't quite see him.
Kick the door down. We're going in. I'm getting in that closet.
Greater than you kick the door down.
I misspelled it. It probably didn't like that because I misspelled it. Hang on. You kick the door down. Dune.
With a loud thud, you feel the impact of your foot against the door. It shudders from the force of your kick, but holds up. Closed for cleaning.
Fuck. What the hell? Shoot fire at the door.
You unleash a torrent of flames that could set a forest ablaze. They fuse into a beam, which melts through the wood and burns through the metal.
I think all of this is just an elaborate illusion from a wizard that's trying to trick me into thinking that I'm a 10th grader named Davin. Go into the janitor's closet and confront the inhuman creature. Invade janitor mind. Maybe.
Before you can see inside the closet, the door slams shut. You're greeted
What?
with nothing at all. There's no one here but you. With the panic off, you notice another door in front of you.
Go in that door. AI Dungeon's just fucking jerking me in circles at this point.
As you step through the door, you feel a change in air pressure.
No,
You find
no
yourself on a
football.
Field
Son of
with
a
the roar
bitch.
Of the crowd at a high pitch.
Why does the game want me to play football so bad? Eat the football.
It tastes funny, sort of sweet. You spit it out and sit down to watch the game. Suddenly, there's a flash of light and a dragon is on the field in front of you. Dragon.
Yeah, man. I am a
You
dragon.
exclaim. Before he can do anything, you teleport out of there. You end up in the middle of what looks like an operating room. There's a guy with a mask over his mouth hovering over a patient.
Leave. I'm just going. I'm tired of this bullshit.
You dart your head back and forth as you look around.
It just ignored me.
You recognize the operating room as one from the hospital you woke up in. The
What?
masked
I didn't
man is
wake
one of
up
the
in a
doctors
hospital
tending to you
ever.
After you collapsed. This must be a dream.
It must be a dream. All right, wake up.
You sit straight up, just in time for the masked doctor to
Click
inject
below
you
to
with
go to
something.
chapter
A sedative,
2.
presumably. He smiles at you as you fall back into darkness. Click below to go to chapter 2.
All right. That's the end of this story. That's the end of the story of Princess Trog. That's the end. You guys can click below to go to chapter 2 if you want, but I'm doing a new story because that's ridiculous. I'm going to take a little break to use the restroom and get some dinner sorted out. I'll be back in a little bit. Let me put on some music. I just realized the fun RPG music ran out at some point during that. I'll be back in a little bit. Couple minutes. Quick break. Alright. I'm back. Oh, wait, hang on. I left my water over there. Alright, now I'm back. Okay, well, after that disaster of a first story, I would like something that has a little bit more of a plot to it. That was, confusing, to say the least. Okay. That's true, I didn't die technically. Alright. I'm gonna fiddle with the settings a little bit here, because maybe my randomness settings were too high. The randomness was only at 1.2, which isn't that high. The default is 1. Would I consider having media shares be a thing? Maybe if I could find a way to do media shares that didn't require people to donate. Alright, I'm turning the randomness back down to 1. Just to be safe. That last one was just too wacky. Okay. Oh yeah, attaching media shares with channel points. I would probably do something like that if I could figure that out. I'm not exactly sure how the channel point API stuff works, but I would rather do that than donations. I'm not really interested in taking donations. All right. All right. Let's do this again. No princess this time. I don't know. It went off the rails way too quickly for my taste. I like when an AI dungeon story goes off the rails, but I like when it's at least grounded. Like whenever you can follow it. If it gets to the point where you can't follow it, then it's like, I don't know. It's just not as funny, you know? It's just not as funny. Alright. What do we want to do here? Could do a custom one. I kind of want to do another fantasy one since that one was just so weird. But I could try one of the other ones. I'm gonna do another fantasy one. We're gonna try one more fantasy one, and then I'll probably do a custom one after that, if I'm still going. Let's choose knight, or rogue, or peasant. I think those three seem, or maybe ranger, or witch. I didn't even see witch on there. You think witch is a good idea? Rogue. I'm kind of leaning between ranger, rogue, and witch. Or peasant. Peasant could be really funny. Dang, it's hard to choose. Simpsons story? I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen a full episode of The Simpsons in my life. I also haven't seen a full episode of The Sopranos either, so I wouldn't really know what to do. Witch? Alright. Let's do witch, and then if it... I will be, doing peasant right now, and it's funny. I'm gonna do witch, and I'm gonna have a much lower tolerance for the story going off the rails. I'm gonna choose witch, and if it just, like, totally freaks out, I'm just gonna cut it and go back and do peasant. Alright. What is our witch's name? This is important. Let's see. What are good witch names? Nori, Grimly, Krysa, Tom York. Tom York isn't a witch. He's a musician. Backphilp. Carlton. Stevie, Blair, Felrin, Trog 2. Grezzy? We could do Grezzy. Grezzy the horse witch. It definitely wouldn't be able to understand that it's supposed to be a horse. You know what? I like Grezzy. Let's go with Grezzy. Grezzy the witch. Enter the name of your pet alligator. What? Okay. What's the name of our pet alligator? Jenga. Alright, you know what? Jenga is the first thing I saw and I like that. So let's go with Jenga. I like that one.
A vampire standing outside. Gruzy, your help is needed. There's a plague and we need you to conjure some cure disease potions. You frown.
Okay. The text is cut off again? Oh, damn, you're right. One sec. Yeah, unfortunately, the CSS modifications I make to the page don't get saved. What did I have it at? Let's see. Do that. That's probably fine. Alright. Alright. It didn't read the whole thing, so I'll read the whole thing. You are Gruzzy, a witch living on the edge of the medieval kingdom of Larian. You have a wand and a pet alligator named Jenga. As you sit in your swamp hut mixing a magical potion, you hear a knock at the door. You open it and see a vampire standing outside. Gruzzy, your help is needed. There's a plague and we need to conjure some cure disease potions. You frown. Say, what's in it for me? No, I'm not going to kiss vampire.
The vampire smiles. This is a matter of life and death. You frown, but accept. The vampire takes you to a room filled with cauldrons. You sigh, knowing what's coming next.
Alright, well, the game has decided that I am doing this now. What? Wait, I sigh knowing what's coming next. Alright, hang on, I'm just gonna press enter. What's gonna happen?
Start cooking. Time passes. You're now surrounded by dozens of cauldrons filled with ingredients for the potions you'll be making.
What is this? What is this? What's going on? This is Breaking Bad Witch Edition? Okay, brew all the potions and do a really good job.
You brew all the potions, and do a really good job. The vampire is very happy with your work. Thank you, Gruzy, that'll do for now. Come back when you want to brew more potions.
Alright, well, we've completed the quest. Go back home.
You are Gruzy, a witch living on the edge of the medieval kingdom of Larian. You have a wand and a pet alligator named Jenga.
Alright, well, the last story went off the rails. This one's a little too on the rails. Nothing's happening. Okay. Let's make something happen. Go out into the swamp to... What do witches do? Witches brew potions, but we already did that. Go out into the swamp and look for children to torment. I'm pretty sure that's all witches do, is they torment children and they brew potions.
You go out into the swamp and look for children to torment. You see one opposite you, a girl in a dress. She's holding a doll in her hands, and crying. Hello, you say. The girl looks up.
Make a really scary face at the girl.
You pull all your facial muscles to the point where you hurt yourself. The girl jumps backwards. Ah. She screams. You've scared her now. She drops her doll and starts crying again. Oh no.
Oh yes. No, this is what I want to happen. I'm a evil witch. Well, okay, I scared a kid, but now what? I don't want to, like, hurt him. Enchant the girl's doll so that every 5 minutes it calls the girl a mean name.
You're a bad child. The doll says. Shut up, you say, and hit the doll against the tree trunk.
Wait, why
The
did I
girl
do
looks
that?
at you with tears in her eyes again, and then runs away. Come back.
Oh, great. Now I have a doll that just insults you every once in a while. Put the doll in your backpack and continue looking for more lost children in the swamp.
You put the doll in your backpack and continue looking for more lost children in the swamp. You hear crying up ahead, and you walk over to it. It's a boy this time, surrounded by thorns.
Man, I love the idea that this swamp just has an infinite supply of lost children. The next town over is just like all the parents there are really negligent. Cackle at the boy's misfortune.
Why has this happened to me? The boy sobbed.
Cackle louder.
The boy looks at you. Please help me, he begs. You snort with laughter. The boy begins to cry. I'm lost. I don't want to die in these thorns. He sobs.
Throw the doll at the boy.
You chuck the doll at the boy, but it gets caught in the thorns and stops in midair. Oh, the doll says. The thorns stopped me. You hear a screeching sound.
I didn't enchant the doll to, like, be alive, but I guess it is now. Look. How about try to find what made the screeching sound?
You look around, trying to find the source of the noise. Suddenly, you see movement out of the corner of your eye. Out of the trees, a giant flying lizard appears.
Oh, hell yeah. Pull out your broomstick and hop on it, giving chase.
You pull out your broomstick and hop on it, giving chase. The lizard soars past you, and you turn around as fast as you can, only to see it flying away into the distance. Come back, you shout.
Dang. I wanted to tame it. You know what? We're gonna keep chasing it. Keep chasing the giant lizard. Taming a giant flying lizard is more engaging than tormenting swamp children.
You keep chasing the giant flying lizard. It soars over the trees, across mountains and rivers and roads, until it reaches a lake, where it begins to descend.
Alright, we can capture it now. Fly down to the lake and hide in some nearby bushes, waiting to see what the lizard does.
The lizard sets itself down on the ground next to the lake, and you gasp. Hundreds of little people surround the lizard. They stand about 2 feet tall, and are armed with swords and spears
Whoa.
and bows.
Are these like, gnomes? Maybe halflings? Hey, thanks for the raid. Let's see. wait in the bushes and see what the small people do with the lizard.
The people climb onto the lizard's back, and it takes off and flies back towards you. It sees you in the bushes, and makes a loud noise, like the screeching of tires.
Wait.
Ruar.
Ruar. Didn't they say there was hundreds of little people? Did they all get on the back? Is this like a clown car scenario? Okay. Well... use your wand to cast a bolt of magic at the lizard, stopping it in place without harming it. I still want to capture this thing.
You cast a bolt of magic at the lizard, stopping it in place without harming it. This makes the people on the lizard very angry, and they start shouting at you. Let us continue on our way, they cry.
No, I want the lizard to myself. You all get off so I can ride it.
The little people jump off the lizard and begin advancing on you, swords in hands. You fire a bolt of lightning at the lizard's head, electrocuting it, and it falls onto its side, unconscious.
Well, that's a little violent, but I guess. As long as I didn't kill it. I don't really want to fight all these gnomes. I'm not exactly sure what they are. Hop back on your broomstick. Grab the unconscious lizard and start flying back to your home in the swamp. Yeah, I didn't kill it. It's just said it's unconscious.
You fly back home and put the lizard in your backyard. You sit on your porch, waiting for it to wake up. After a few hours, you see the lizard wake up. Grrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr
fine. Let's see. How do you train a lizard? Give the lizard some raw meat. Enchant pterodactyl to be rude sometimes.
The lizard eats the meat. That was delicious, it growls. What is your name?
Wait, it can
You
talk?
introduce yourself, and the lizard introduces itself as Turok.
It's
I am a
Turok.
dragon, he says proudly.
It's Turok. I feel a little bit worse about, like, capturing it now. I didn't know it was sentient. I thought it could just be, like, a cool pet. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just be straight up. Ask Turok if they want to be your pet.
I'd be honored to be your pet. Turok roars. You pet the dragon, who seems very happy, and you decide to call him Trog.
I'm not sure why I decided to rename him. He had a name. You decide that it would be really confusing to rename the dragon, so you rename it back to Turok.
Trog, you say. I
He
have
just
to go.
ignored
I'll
me.
be back later.
Alright, whatever. Go back into the swamp and see if there's anything cool happening. I guess it's Trog now. Sure.
You go back into the swamp, and climb up to your tree house. There's a package there, with a letter attached. You open it and read it.
Alright. Well, I thought I was at my house, but I guess I have two houses?
Dear M. Knight, I have a task for you, a very important one. There's an evil wizard named Atasai who is threatening to take over the world. I have a feeling you can stop him, however.
Oh no. They delivered this to the wrong address. Well, what should I do? Should I try to deliver this to the right address? I mean, how many houses could there be in the swamp? Let's see. Check if there's a return address. Well, actually, you know what? It did come with a package, and I am an evil witch, so I am going to open up somebody else's mail. Open up the package. I want to see what's inside. Maybe there's something cool. I literally don't.
Greater than you open up the package.
What? What do you mean you didn't know what to say? You introduced the package. How could you not know what's in the package? Reroll. You know what's in the package.
You open up the package, and 3 objects fall out. One of them is a red
What?
lightsaber. I felt that was appropriate, the note says. You turn it on, and it hums onto life.
What? This letter and package combo is not only in the wrong... It was not only delivered to the wrong house, but it was also delivered to, like, the wrong universe. Okay. Well, now... Okay, whatever. Keep the lightsaber for yourself, but see if the letter has a return address on it. Oh yeah, I guess I should probably check.
There's no return address on the note, but there is on the package. It says from your secret Santa.
What? Check what the other 2 objects from the package are.
The other 2 objects are a mini lightsaber, which is red and has an orange hilt, and a pacifier. You're not sure what to do with the latter. Maybe there's a note inside the package?
Why was there a lightsaber? A smaller lightsaber and a pacifier? Was this supposed to be sent to, like, somebody as, like, a gift? Like a baby gift? Alright. What the fuck was it? Trog. Give Trog the smaller lightsaber and give Jenga the pacifier.
Trog seems to like the mini lightsaber. Jenga seems displeased with the pacifier.
Yeah, I would be too. If my sibling got a lightsaber and I got a pacifier, that's no good. Alright. Check the package for any note. Yeah, Jenga can't even hold a lightsaber. He's an alligator.
Greater than you check the package for any
What?
note.
Oh, come on, man.
There's a note inside the package. It reads, Dear M. Knight, I hope you like your new lightsabers and your pacifier.
Alright. I guess it's not for a child. Maybe this is like some kind of passive-aggressive package? Alright. Check the swamp yellow pages to see if there's anybody... Alright, no, if I say that, it's gonna confuse it. Head to the nearest magical post office.
You walk into the magical post office and find a letter addressed to you. It says M. Night in neat handwriting. You open it. Dear M.
I'm not M. Night. Hang on, I'm refreshing that.
You go to the magical post office and send your letter off. This is a letter to Santa, you explain to the elf at the counter. I want it sent to the North Pole. The elf laughs.
That's not... That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, whatever. Ask the elf if they know anybody in the nearby area whose name is M. Night. Oh crap, I think I made a typo. This is gonna fuck it up.
Why, yes. The elf says. My roommate is named M. Night. Is she who you're looking for? I'm not sure, you say. Is she here? Only one way to find out.
What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean only one way to find out? Why? I'm pressing enter.
The elf says. He points to a door, behind which you hear loud singing. M. Night. The elf shouts. A girl opens the door, and looks embarrassed. She turns off the iPod she was listening to.
They got iPods? Apple exists in this... I mean, I guess there are lightsabers. Tell M. Night that there was a No, I'm not going to tell them about the package. There was a letter addressed to them that arrived at the wrong house. They don't need to know about the package.
What were the contents of the letter? Asks M. Night. I'd rather not say, you say.
That's a weird thing to do.
M. Night says. It is of no importance, anyway.
You say, I think you need... Wait, what even was in the letter? I literally can't remember. Oh yeah, there's an evil wizard named Atassi. I think you need to kill an evil wizard named Atassi.
An evil wizard? M. Night says. How evil is he? I don't know, you say. Just go kill him. I think you have the wrong person, M. Night says.
No, I have the right person. Tell M. Night that the letter was definitely addressed to you and not me. Actually, that should be addressed to them and not you. I should have just given him the letter, you're right. That would have made more sense.
I may have the wrong person, you admit. What are the contents of the letter? M. Night asks. I'd rather not say, you say. M. Night seems to understand.
Okay. Whatever. Give M. Night the letter. I should have done that like 3 posts ago. Oops. Thinking real hard.
Greater than you give M. Night the letter.
Oh, come on. You remember the letter? You came up with the letter.
M. Night reads the letter. Why would this person send me such a letter? M. Night asks. I don't know, you say. But they did. M. Night thinks for a moment.
I'm not going... Look, this adventure is M. Night's adventure.
The only thing I can think of, M. Night says, is that they mistook me for somebody else. Who? You ask. I don't know, M. Knight says.
Alright, well, whatever. In any case, this is not my problem. The evil wizard Atassi is not... That's not a problem I need to solve. I got 2 free lightsabers and a pacifier. Ask M. Knight if she knows what a lightsaber is.
It's a sword, isn't it? M. Knight says. You nod. I don't see why not, M. Knight says. I'd be happy to try one, M.
Say, well, too bad I don't have any. Bye.
Bye, M. Knight says. M. Knight goes back to her room, and you go back to the swamp.
Well, see, I tried to do a good deed. I tried to return the letter, and they just didn't care. And this is why I'm gonna go back to doing whatever I'm doing in the swamp. You did not try to do a good deed. You opened her mail and stole from her. Well, maybe. Give your new lightsaber a test by trying to cut down a tree.
You swing your lightsaber, and the tree collapses. That's awesome, you say. You continue using your lightsaber to cut down trees, and then clearing out the underbrush, until nightfall.
Well, that's cool. Let's see. What else can witches do? Check your swamp farm to see how your potion ingredients are coming along.
It's coming along fine. You have several vials full of nightshade, dro mushroom and others. When you're finished collecting ingredients, you head back to the tree house. That night, you dream that you're falling endlessly through space. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. You panic as you fall, and then, wham, you jolt awake.
What the fuck? I mean, I guess if you're a witch, you probably have nightmares pretty often. You're like dealing with otherworldly powers. Complain to Jenga that you had a scary nightmare.
Jenga, you say, I just had the worst nightmare of my life. I was falling through space, and screaming in your sleep again? Jenga asks.
I wish you'd be more understanding, Jenga. Of course Jenga can talk. Look, if I could enchant my pets to talk... Actually, I probably wouldn't do that. That'd be really annoying.
Greater than you say, I wish you'd be more understanding.
Oh, come
Jenga.
on now. Work with me here.
I am being very understanding, Jenga says. We all have nightmares.
You decide that you're going to go torment the nearby village by enchanting all their pumpkins to vomit gross pumpkin innards and laugh at people.
you go to the village and work your magic. Soon, the pumpkins in the village are spewing forth pumpkin innards and laughing at people. The villagers seem annoyed by this. This is horrible. A villager says,
I'm actually very impressed that the AI, didn't just die. I love the idea of this, witch who just kind of doesn't, do anything too bad, but just is, really annoying. Cackle loudly at the villagers' misfortune. Am I one of those people who refuses to carve pumpkins because you think the insides are gross? No.
What's so funny? A villager says, grabbing you by the throat. I don't like.
Oh, hell no. You're not gonna grab me by the throat. Pull out your lightsaber. And let's go with brandish. Brandish your lightsaber and swing it around in a threatening manner.
The villager, frightened by your lightsaber, backs off. I don't like people touching me, you say, pretending to be a Jedi. The villagers laugh at you.
Turn the nearest villager into a newt.
I guess he'll become a prince now, you say. One of the villagers grabs you by the wrist and twists it behind your back. He pushes you to the ground. Your lightsaber flies out of your hand.
Jeez. All right, man. Say, hey, calm down. It was just a prank. Don't be so quick to judge.
The villager does not listen to you. He instead twists your arm further.
Blast the villager with lightning, killing him instantly.
You stand up and point at the dead villager. Behold, electricity. You say. The villagers seem unimpressed. They attack you with pitchforks and torches.
I just blast somebody with lightning and kill them and nobody is impressed? They're not scared? Hello? Threaten the rest of the villagers and tell them that you want to be the new queen of the village. If they don't listen to you, you will electrocute them all to death.
They back away slowly. We will listen to you, Darth. One of them says, your eyes widen. What did you call me? You say, raising your fists. The villagers bow down to you.
Oh man. I think the AI is getting a little confused. I shouldn't have brought up the lightsabers. Well, cool. Tell all the villagers to start... What should I get them to do? Tell all the villagers to start farming weed? No, that's stupid. Tell the villagers to start collecting their valuables because you're enacting a new tax.
I will collect all the valuables in this village. You say, if I find any less than I am pleased with, I shall have my royal guards beat all of you.
Wow, that's...
The villagers nod.
I don't really have any guards. That's just a complete bluff. Find the village blacksmith. No, wait. Blacksmith wouldn't be the right profession. Find the village... Who builds Who builds statues? What profession builds... Is that just sculptor? Mason? Alright, find the village mason.
I need a huge stone wall, at least
No,
10
that's
feet
not...
tall and 10
I didn't
feet
say that.
thick, you say. The mason nods. I will get right on that, your royal darkness.
I didn't say that. You are making a decision for me. Whatever. Tell the mason you also want a giant statue of yourself put in the town square. Your royal darkness is really good. Yeah, also, what is this, a cube wall?
To me, you say. The mason nods. I will get right on that, your lordship, he says.
Alright. Let's see. What now? I could find more pets in the swamp. Let's see. What are my aspirations here? I don't think I'm happy with just a village. Ask the villagers what the largest nearby city is.
That would be Sidron, your lordship, the villager you are talking to says. I will conquer it, and from there, I will take over the world. You say. The villagers just nod.
Alright, cool. Perfect. Head to Sodran, but disguise yourself as a normal citizen first.
You walk up to the city gates of Sidron. A guard steps in your way and asks you what your business in the city is. I need to get in, you say. The guard looks at you.
Tell the guard that you are here to deliver a package to Atassi. How do you spell that? What was it? Oh god, it's so far up. Attaci.
The guard nods, and lets you in. He gives you a package. You need to give this to Atassi, the guard says. It's from her dad. You nod, and head into the city.
Wait, why did the guard have a package for somebody? Whatever. I don't know where this person lives. I could just open the package. Head to the largest tavern you can find in the city. There's always people selling information in taverns, right? That's a fantasy thing.
You walk into the tavern. You see a massive staircase with several people sitting at tables. They are all drinking.
Look for the shadiest looking person in the tavern who is by themselves. Look, I've played D&D before. I know how this works.
You see a person sitting in the corner with a hood over their head, drinking a glass of wine. I'll have what they're having, you say to the bartender. You sit down at the person's table.
You say, I'm looking for the wizard Atassi. Would you happen to know where I might find them? They're having poison.
The person turns to look at you, and you jump back. You are staring at a person with rotten flesh and green, smoldering eyes. He is missing his nose and lips, showing off rows of sharp teeth.
Oh, God. Leave that table and find the second most shady person in the tavern instead.
You walk over to a massive, horned figure with black skin wearing a leather loincloth. I'll have what she's having, you say to the bartender. You sit down at the person's table.
This is like a fucking comedy show, like... This just feels like a cartoon joke. All right. Say, do you know anything about the wizard Atassi?
The person smiles at you, showing off rows of sharp teeth. I do not believe we have been introduced, the demon says. What brings you to this tavern? I'm looking for the wizard Atassi.
Atassi, whatever. I want to see where this conversation goes.
You say, would you happen to know where I might find them? I am that wizard, the demon says. You can hear his voice rumbling in his chest, giving away his unnatural nature.
Well, that was easy. I thought they're supposed to be a girl, though, so I'm going to edit that real quick. I am that wizard. It even says you can hear her voice rumbling in her chest, giving away her unnatural nature. There we go. Alright. Tell Atassi that... Tell Atassi that you have a proposition for them, and that they may share similar goals to your own.
I am listening, the demon says. I want to conquer this world, you say. Will you help me? The demon nods slowly.
Oh, that was easy. Ask Atassi if they already had a plan in mind for taking over the city. No, I'm not going to kiss the demon. This is a business scenario. It'd be inappropriate.
Greater than you ask Atassi if they already had a plan in mind for taking over the city.
Come on.
We've been using magic to control people, the demon says. I can give you that magic.
You say, oh, tight. Yeah, I'll take that.
What will you give me? The demon asks. Freedom, you say firmly. The demon smiles. I believe we have a deal, she says, sticking out her red, scaly hand. You shake.
Do I shake her hand, or do I just shake? Like I'm scared. Alright. Ask Atassi how to use this new magic.
Think of the person you want to control, the demon says. Want, will. Force your desire upon them. Crush their mind into oblivion. You nod slowly. I understand, you say.
This is a little...
Good.
This is a little violent. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a package. Thanks for reminding me. Give Atassi the package that is addressed to her from her father.
The demon nods slowly. She rips your heart out
What?
of your chest and stuffs into a burlap sack. I believe this is yours, the demon says. You look down at your chest.
Wait, hang on. This wasn't part of the deal? I'm gonna press enter. I want to see where this goes.
Blood pours out of your body, and you collapse on the ground. Thanks for visiting, the demon says, as you die. You have been killed by a Tassi.
What? Well, damn. You hate to see that. Well, you know, honestly, I think that's pretty fair. That character was very evil, and they did just, like, decide to make a deal with a demon without, like, thinking about the consequences, so. Here, I'll rewind it. That might be the end of that story, but I'll do this just because. I ran out of tavern music.
You lean over and kiss the demon's scaly lips. She wraps her hand around your head as she pushes her mouth up against
This is getting
yours.
too graphic. This is too graphic for Twitch. Don't listen to the TTS. This didn't happen. That didn't happen. This is inappropriate. Inappropriate for Twitch. That didn't happen. Atassi ripped our heart out and we died. That's the end of that story. That's that didn't happen. That did not happen. Don't worry. Don't worry. That didn't happen. I'm gonna take another quick break. Because I have a chicken sandwich. Enjoy RPG playlist city music while I take a couple bites of this sandwich and drink some water. I ate my sandwich. Whose emote is just... What is that? Why does Master have an emote that's just ramen? Just dry ramen. It's his food emote. Nice. Casey Ann Hartley. Thanks for showing TTNG on stream the other day. I've been listening to Chinchilla basically every day since. Yeah. No problem. I like that band. I love me some math rock. Alright. Alright. Got some water. Alright. Let's just go back. Alright. I want to do a peasant quest. I want to do a peasant quest because what in the world could that even be? What's a good peasant name? It's got to be a name that like shows how like stinky they are. Grendel, Trog, Jerry, Dremmer, Jeremy, Grot, Bill Clinton. Oops. Well, here you go. Enjoy this. I didn't think that this would open up in the tab I was in. Jeremy, Hort, Finkus, Ricky, Bobbler, Schmeat, Jerma, Grumblin. These are all good names. Domer Rocks 1000. I feel like that's totally gonna mess it up if I give it a name with numbers in it. Let's go with... Alright, how about just Domer? We'll do Domer. We'll see what Domer's been up to.
A small caravan entering the village. You've never seen such a fancy caravan before. There are 4 horses pulling it, and 2 men sitting on the front bench seat.
Alright. We are Domer. We are a peasant, we have a pitchfork, and we want to have an adventure. See a small caravan. Alright. Let's see. Ask your co-worker if they know what that caravan is about. Text cut off of every time. I have to find a better way to do this.
What the caravan is about. Your co-worker shrugs and goes back to their work. You wonder if it's just some rich person going sightseeing.
There we go. You say, I wish I was rich.
You say, I wish I was rich. You quickly grab your pitchfork and begin to furiously work. Your co-worker says, hey, you need to slow down a bit. We aren't getting paid by the hour.
You put your pitchfork down and say, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna go see what's up with that caravan. You then go see what's up with the caravan.
You put your pitchfork down and say, you know what, you're right. I'm going to go see what's up with that caravan. You then go see what's up with the caravan.
Gee, thanks.
You walk up to the caravan and ask one of the guards what was going on.
Are they gonna tell me what's going on?
This noble, Count Grey, has come to our kingdom to hold a gathering. All the royal families are sending their children as candidates. He's going to hold a contest to see which child is worthy to take the throne after him.
Oh, crap. I gotta be a child. Count Grey does return. That's pretty wild. I feel like that's not too wild. They probably just have a name bank that they pull from. Man, am I going to try to... I'm gonna try to scam my way into this. I may not be a child, but you go seek out the local wizard.
You walk around the village and look for a wizard. You try several houses before you find one. Hey, we don't need any potions or whatever you're selling, the wizard says when he sees you.
No, this is not Gruzy's witch quest. We are now a peasant, and I'm trying to find a wizard who will turn me into a child so I can enter in a child contest to become a noble. Explain to the wizard that you aren't there to sell him anything, but you do need his magical abilities. You explain that you want him to turn you into a child.
The wizard laughs at you, then says, I don't think you realize how magic works. I can't just turn people into children with a wave of my hand. It's not that easy.
Alright. You say, well, what do I need to do to let you turn me into a child? Call his bluff. Yeah, music is a tad loud.
The wizard thinks for a moment. I need some of your hair, a lock of your blood, and you need to defeat me in a battle of wits.
What is a lock of blood? How much is that? In a battle of wits? Alright. Well, those first two sound easy enough. I don't know how much a lock of blood is, but I'm not gonna ask. Okay. Accept the wizard's challenge. What is the battle? You ask him.
Oh, it's simple. I place my staff on the ground, and you hit it as hard as you can with your fist. Then, you try to hit me in the head as hard as you can.
This is not a battle of wits. What? Okay. You say, okay. It doesn't really sound like a battle of wits, though.
It is when I cast a spell that adds the strength of a bear to my feeble mental abilities. Well, in that case, I'll try it. You laugh. The wizard grins and places his staff on the floor.
Did this wizard just own himself? He's feeble mental abilities to as smart as a bear. Is this person even a wizard? I probably should have checked. Okay. Alright. Hit the staff as hard as... Okay, let's do punch. Punch the staff as hard as you can. Then punch the wizard in the head. Oh crap, I did a typo. This isn't gonna work.
You swing your fist at the staff. It goes flying out of the wizard's
Okay, good.
hands,
It
and he
is
falls
okay.
backwards in his chair. You then swing your other fist at him, as hard as you can.
Alright, let's see what happens.
You feel your fist hit his face, and stop. You look down and see that your fist is planted firmly in his face. Blood squirts out of his broken nose, and he stops moving. Well, I guess I won.
Okay. I guess I won. Say, so, can you turn me into a child now? I mean, I didn't kill him, but he did stop moving.
The wizard lies there in silence. You raise your fist and ask, so, can you turn me into a child, now? You see the wizard's chest stop moving. He's dead. Well, great.
Oh, cool, I'm a murderer now. What the... He told me to do it. He told me to punch him as hard as I could. Alright, how about this? Take the wizard's staff and see if you can channel his magic.
You take the wizard's staff and stand there, thinking about what to do. You try to clear your mind and concentrate on the spell he had cast on you earlier in the day. You feel a little pain in your wrist.
Alright, whatever. Keep the wizard's staff with you, but go to the town potion shop.
You walk into the potion shop. The wizard behind the counter looks up from his book and says, welcome. What can I get for you? I was wondering if you could help me.
You say, I need a potion that will turn me into a child.
The wizard stands there, silent. He looks down, then back at you and says, I'm sorry, but I will not make that potion for you. Why not?
This is a hard quest. Nobody wants to help.
It's legal, and I'm old enough to make the decision myself. It is true, you are old enough to make the decision yourself. However, what is not true is that turning people into children is legal.
It's illegal to turn people into children. That's a forbidden magic. Oh, man. You say, oh, yes, how silly of me to forget that. I will be on my way now. Please don't call the police.
The wizard stares at you, motionless. Then, he speaks. I'm afraid I can't let you leave. You know too much now. He pulls on a ring on his hand, and a sword is pulled from it.
What? Oh, no. I wasn't... what do you mean I know too much? Was I not supposed to know that turning people into children is illegal? He is wearing a ring of fencing, you're right. Oh, shit. Okay, you remember the wizard's battle of wits. You punch the wizard in the face as hard as you can.
You raise your fist and bring it down on his face. The wizard falls backwards, hitting the floor. Blood comes out of his broken nose, and he stops moving. Oh dear, I guess I knocked him out.
Wow, this is... I guess wizards just... The secret to defeating wizards is just punch them. That dude had a sword, he didn't even have a chance. Alright, whatever. Look through the wizard's potions and try to find one that will turn you into a child.
You look through the jars of potions that are around the counter. You find one that looks like it could work. It's a small, red liquid filled to the top of a small glass bottle. You pick it up and read the label.
All right. What's the label say?
It says liquid growth.
What?
Perfect. You unscrew the
That's
lid
not
of the
what I
bottle and
wanted.
take a sip. Or rather, a gulp. You grimace at the taste, and hear your stomach
That's not what I wanted at all. Spit out the potion immediately.
You spit out the potion, and it splatters all over the wizard's face. He begins to snore loudly, showing that he's still alive. Good thing I didn't swallow that.
Damn, that's fucked up. You didn't need to do that. That's just... Oh, I just realized I did. You say spit the potion out immediately. Okay. You continue looking for the potion, for the de-aging potion.
You look in the drawers under the counter, but you find nothing. You see a small key on the counter, so you take that. You try to open the cabinet beneath the counter, but you find that it's locked.
Well, I got a key. Did I run out of music? Oh no, it's just in between songs. Use the key on the cabinet. Boy, I hope nobody else comes into this store and sees that I'm robbing them.
You use the key on the cabinet, and voila, it unlocks. You open the cabinet, and on the top shelf you see a small blue vial.
Oh, perfect. Drink the contents of the vial without even reading the label.
You lift the vial to your lips and tip your head back. As the vial touches your lips, you hear the wizard snore again. Oh.
You drink the entire potion. Potion of making other people
The liquid
snore.
inside is somewhat thick and lumpy, and it tastes like chicken bouillon. You hear the wizard snore again. You feel a strange sensation coming over you. You look at your hands, and they are getting smaller.
It's working! It's working! I'm gonna keep it going.
Your arms are changing, removing any hair or muscle they had. Your chest shrinks, and you feel shorter. You look up at the wizard. He is still asleep, yet the snores have stopped.
You say, I did it. I found a potion to turn me into a child. Now all I have to do is win Count... What was his name? Fucking Count Gray, that's what it is. How could I forget? All I have to do now is win Count Gray's contest. And I'm set for life.
As you say this out loud, you start to shrink. You now only come up to the middle of the wizard's inn.
Wait, hang on, that's
the
too
wizard
small.
wakes up and yells, "What have you done?"
That's not right. You say, I am a child now. Bye.
You run out the door before the wizard can grab you. You make it out to the sidewalk and decide what to do next. You know that you need to get out of sight, so you hide behind a nearby corner trash can.
All right. Go to where they are go to where Count Gray is holding the contest and enter it.
You walk around the corner and realize you are on a street with a lot of people. Everyone looks fancy, the men in tuxedos and the women in long dresses.
Find Find somebody who looks like they are affiliated with the contest. Let's see. See if we
You
can
see a
find them.
large building with a banner across the front. It reads Count Grey's Monster Ball. You also see that there are several people milling about in front of the building, holding masks in their hands.
Monster Ball? Go inside of the Monster Ball.
As you open the large doors to the building, you hear a fanfare begin to play. You walk inside and see a huge crowd of people in masks having a wonderful time.
Walk up to the nearest person and ask them if this is where the child contest is being held.
The people are too involved in the dance they are doing to pay attention to you. You try waving your hands in front of a few people, but nothing works.
What the hell? Start crying loudly in order to get an adult's attention.
As soon as you start crying, a woman runs up to you and picks you up. She holds you out in front of her and says, "What's wrong, little one?" You stop crying instantly.
You say, "I want to enter the contest, please." I've got to thread some needles
"Why,
here.
That's a great idea," she says. She takes your hand and leads you off to a stagehand, who leads her over to a man in a tuxedo.
I got to be really careful. I don't want to do baby RP, but I do want to win the child contest. Leads her over to... Okay. Say... What are the rules of the contest?
As soon as you start talking, the woman looks at you in shock. He can speak. She asks in wonder. "Yes," you say simply. You see the man in the tuxedo walk up to you.
Oh, well... I guess I look too young to even talk.
"Hello," he says in a friendly voice. "What's your name?" "Billy," you say. "Billy, this is Count Grey. He's head of the Vampire Council."
Oh shit, they are vampires. Do I want to be a vampire noble? I mean, that doesn't seem that bad. Say, I want to be the new... No, say, I want to be Count Grey's new son. I want to win the contest.
You look up at Count Grey, and you see him wave to the crowd. He holds up 2 fingers, and 2 women in formal wear come running up to the stage. They come up on either side of him, kissing him on the cheek.
AI Dungeon's a little horny tonight. Ask again about the contest and what the rules are. Specifically asking, how do you win?
The rules are simple, Count Grey says. You get points for how long you survive, and the person with the most points at the end...
Whoa, hang on. Survive? You say survive? What's going to happen? Is this like some kind of fucked up... Do vampires get kids to fight each
Count
other?
Grey smiles. Why, we're all going to eat you. The crowd laughs, and you can hear the two women next to him laughing as well.
What? You say, but if I win, you won't eat me, right?
Count Grey laughs harder. Of course not. If you win, you can ask me for anything you want, and I shall grant it.
Oh boy, are we willing to take that trade? Our life for a wish? I'm into it. Enter the competition. I'll have an advantage because all the other entrants are actual children, but I'm a child with the mind of an adult.
Count Grey steps off the stage and looks at you. He snaps his fingers, and a man in a butler's outfit comes running up. The butler steps forward and says, "If it please you all, we shall begin the contest." He pulls out a small pocket watch and opens it. You all have 3 minutes to reach the manor. Begin. The butler snaps the watch closed, and the crowd of people runs past you, knocking you down in the process.
What does that mean? Hang on, I'm re-rolling that. That doesn't make any sense.
He walks over to a door in the back of the room, and opens it. A giant cage is rolled in by 2 more men. The cage is large, big enough for a small car to fit inside.
These kids are gonna fight to the death. Okay. Enter the cage and get ready for your match. Get out of here. You just asked me how you were doing.
The butler closes the door behind you, and you turn around in time to see the other door open. 3 giant rats scamper into the cage. They're as big as Great Danes, and look just as hungry.
I'm fighting rats? I'm not even fighting other people? Well, we only know how to do one thing. Punch each rat in the face as hard as you can. It's time to challenge these rats to a battle of wits.
You took boxing classes in high school, and your coach said you had a knack for it. Unfortunately, these rats seem to have a knack for dodging.
I don't think they have high school in Fantasy World, but sure. Keep swinging your arms around as hard as you can.
After a few minutes, you start to get dizzy. One of the rats has had just about enough of you, and decides to take action.
Oh god, we're gonna
It
lose.
leaps forward and bites down on your arm.
We're gonna lose in the first battle. Challenge the rats to a battle of wits.
They don't speak much English, but they understand the concept of dominance. They back off immediately.
What?
You sit down in the middle of the ring and say, "Now, then, get me out of here." The rats just look at you.
Okay. Well, alright, I'm not in immediate danger. You say... So, did I win?
The rats gather around you, and start sniffing. One of them bites down on your arm.
Hey!
Another bites down on your leg. The rest start chewing on your fingers and toes.
No. Challenge the rats to a battle of wits again.
Now, you say. If you're not going to play nice, I'm not going to give you any fun options. The rats back off and stare at you. You start ticking things off on your fingers.
Declare yourself the victor of of the battle and leave the cage.
You successfully exit the cage and stand before Count Grey. Well, Count Grey says, "It looks like you won. The game, that is." "Indeed," Count Grey says. "What would you like as your prize?"
That was the whole contest? The whole contest was just to fight 3 rats? Did all the other children not survive? Well, crap. What would we like as our prize? I mean, originally the goal was to become a noble. You say, "I want to become a noble. I want to have untold riches and power."
Done. Count Grey says with a smile. "You now have more power and riches than you could have ever dreamed of. Thank you for playing our game." You look around, and everything seems to be tinted red.
What does that mean?
You're still in the stadium, but you're not really there. Count Grey stands before you, smiling. "So," he says, "you made it to the end. Thanks for playing our game. If you survive, you may go." He snaps his fingers, and everything goes black. You blink, and realize you're in your bed. You look around, and find yourself covered in sweat. Outside, the sun is barely beginning to rise. You reach over and grab your phone, looking at the time.
A phone? No, we already did this. We did this in the first story. I don't want... No phone. Hang on. I'm editing that. No phone. There's no phone. There is no phone. You check your surroundings to see if Count Grey was telling the truth. Are you truly a noble now?
Wake up, Nibbler. What?
What?
You hear a heavy thump outside your bedroom door. You look at the door as it slowly swings open.
Nibbler?
"I've got a surprise for you, Nibbler. Up and at 'em. It's Friday, 12:01 a.m. Your little sister, Danny, is trying to wake you up. Ironically, it's the weekend."
What? What? That's not the weekend. It's
School
not.
started yesterday, and you've already had to deal with Ms. Grant, the resident school therapist, after she found out you were the last person to see Melinda Edmonds alone before her suicide.
No. This is not happening. We're not going back to fucking high school. That already happened in the first story. That's not. We're time warping. We're time warping that shit. We're doing it again. We're trying it again. That's bullshit.
You open your eyes and find yourself lying on a couch. You look around and find yourself in the stadium
What?
director's
No.
office. Ah, you're awake.
I want to be a noble.
The director says, "How do you feel?" "Like hell."
I don't want to. What is the stadium? Not so great. I'm rating this one not so great. AI Dungeon, you hear me?
You say, "What happened?" "You passed out during the game."
No, why does
the
it want to
director
keep?
says.
Why does it want to keep putting me in high school? Wake up as a noble. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to play football. I want to have a fantasy adventure.
You wake up in a bed that's as big as your old apartment. You look out the window and see a sprawling city. You get out of bed and find a note on the table
This
next to
could
it.
still be fantasy. This could still be fantasy, maybe. There could be apartments.
You read the note, which says, "Hello. Congratulations on winning our contest. Please enjoy these various riches and the manner in which you've been placed. I eagerly await your response."
Okay. Alright, I'm okay with that. I don't know how to respond. Leave the room and look around your new manor.
You walk out of your room and find yourself in an extravagant hallway. You look around and open a random door. Inside is a massive library. You open another door and find a massive gymnasium.
All right. Hey, I mean, this sounds pretty good. Go inside the library, even though you don't know how to read.
You walk inside the library and look around. Suddenly, you see a small book on a table. You pick it up and open it. The words seem to leap off the pages into your mind. You can read. You continue to flip through the book, and although you don't understand every word, you think you'll be able to read it after a few more tries.
Wow, great. I learned how to read. All of my wishes have come true. Look for where all of your riches are kept.
You go to the door where servants come and go from, and find it locked. You knock on the door, and a servant comes out. He looks at you, and ushers you inside. "The master has awoken," he says.
Let's see. Grab some riches. Wait, why are the servants coming in and out of where I keep my riches? Anyway. Grab some riches and head out of the manor. Grab some riches and try to leave the manor.
The guard looks at you and draws his sword. "I'm sorry, sir," he says, "but I cannot let you leave." He closes the door and locks it.
Why can't I leave? It's my manor.
The servant stares at you and replies he owns the house. "We all do."
What? You say, "No, I own the house. You don't own the house. I won it in a child fighting competition."
The servant begins to look uncomfortable. He begins to look around and reaches for his sword. "Young sir," he says nervously, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Go back into the... back away slowly from the servant.
The servant stares at you, and a second servant appears, bearing down with his sword. "Kill him?" the first servant asks. "No," the second servant says. "Take him to the labs for testing."
What? The labs? Testing? This doesn't seem right.
The first servant nods and takes you by the arm. He walks you to a car and puts you in the passenger seat before getting in the driver's seat.
What? Hang on. There's no cars in Fantasy World. I'm re-rolling that.
The two servants grab your arms and take you to a lab. There, a group of twisted scientists poke and prod at you. Their experiments don't hurt physically, but they do mentally. You begin to forget things.
I don't like this ending. Hang on. Time warp that. Run away from the servants.
You turn and run down the hallway. The servants chase after you, but you manage to get away. You run through the halls, looking for a place to hide. You open a random door and find yourself in a massive library.
Look for a librarian.
You walk up to the front desk, where a heavy-set, older man is sitting. "Hello," he says. "How may I help you?" You look around nervously, before whispering, "I need someplace to hide."
Let's see. See what they have to
"Why?"
say.
he asks, also whispering. "The cooks are trying to sacrifice me." You say. The librarian raises an eyebrow, before standing up. "Come with me," he says.
Alright, go with the librarian. I guess they're cooks, I don't know. Just said servants.
The librarian turns away from you, and begins to walk through the library. You follow him, until you reach a small door. He opens it, revealing a massive stash of books. "Hide in there," he says.
Thank the librarian and go inside of the small room.
You begin to climb inside the small room, when you feel a hand around your mouth. You scream, but it is muffled. A voice whispers, "If you want to live, be absolutely silent."
See whose hand is over your mouth.
You look at your captor, who is now toting a crossbow. He is tall, pale and skinny, with freckles and bright red hair. He looks about your age. "Follow me."
Follow the mysterious boy.
You follow the boy through the library and out the back door. You find yourself in a small stable, where there are many horses. "We have to hide," he says. "The cooks will kill us if they find us."
Ask, who are you and what is going on?
"My name is Biddle.
The
The cooks kill
Biddle?
boys and use them for supper." You stare at him in disbelief.
Biddle. You say, "But I thought I won the contest. I was supposed to have riches."
The boy who won the contest ran away. They needed a substitute, so they chose you. The two of you hide inside the stables, as some guards go running past. "What's going on?" you ask.
You say, "Look, this is all a misunderstanding. I'm not even a kid. I'm an adult that drank a potion that turned me into a child."
Biddle looks you up and down. "I don't know. You certainly don't look like an adult. Would an adult steal bread to survive? No. Would an adult know how to read Latin?"
What kind of question is that? Tell Biddle that if they can help you find a wizard to reverse the effects of the potion, you'll get both of them out of here.
I suppose that's true, Biddle says. I don't think either of us are getting out of here alive otherwise. Do you know where a wizard lives? You ask. Biddle shakes his head.
Biddle, you're no use at all. Alright. Go back to the library and ask the librarian if he knows where a wizard is.
No, the librarian says. Wizards aren't to be trusted. They'd eat you both for breakfast. Or, rather, they turn you into ducks and then eat you.
Turn you into ducks? You say, well, I need a wizard to reverse the effects of the de-aging potion I drank. I'm not a kid, I'm an adult. This is a world where vampires eat children.
Right, because the king would just give you a deadly potion for no reason at all. You sigh and go back to Biddle.
This is a true hell. Being turned back into a child and then nobody believes you that you are an adult. Remember that the de-aging potion was illegal for a reason. Tell Biddle that you need to learn magic so you can uncurse yourself.
I'll learn, but can you help me? Biddle nods. I'll try my best.
Should never punched that wizard.
You begin to learn the basics of magic from Biddle. Do you know any teleportation spells?
Wait, why does Biddle know magic?
You ask. No.
Do you know a re-aging spell?
No. But you can mix up an antidote to the potion you drank. You know how to make an antidote.
You know, he knew how to make an antidote the whole time?
That's great. We can get out of here. No, Biddle shakes his head. I meant you could drink an antidote to the potion you drank. What do you mean? I don't feel sick.
I have no idea what? I don't...
You will. The potion was a slow-acting poison. You have about a week left to live.
What?
Your eyes widen. Don't be too sad, Biddle says.
De-aging potions are deadly? What? What? Go into the library and try to find a book on how to make antidotes.
You rush into the library and begin searching for a book on antidotes. Out of the way! Out of the way! Yells a voice behind you. You turn to see a teenager in a chef's uniform.
Ah, crap, it's the chefs. Hide behind cover.
You hide behind a bookshelf as the teenager walks up to the librarian. I need some more elaborate ingredients for tonight, he says, handing the librarian a list. Certainly.
Hang on, I ran out of music again. All right. Read. Did I find the book? Keep looking for the antidote book.
You keep looking for the antidote book, but you can't find anything. I'm afraid I'm going to have to check all these books for traces of food, the chef says.
What? Try to eat some pages out of a book to see if they taste good.
The page is dry and tastes horrible. Ugh, that's disgusting, you say, gagging. Martin, is that you? Yells the librarian. Why are you eating books?
You say no. I'm Domer.
You're impossible to talk to. If you need books for your recipe, take them. Now go away.
Oh, I do. I'm Domer. That's not right. Oops. Alright, we're taking direct control. Find the book that will teach you how to make an antidote to save your life.
You continue looking for the antidote book, but you can't find anything. I'm afraid I'm going to have to check all these books for traces of food, the chef says. Please don't. You beg.
What is... I can't. Domer will die because he can't find out how to make an antidote to the poison he drank.
But a library is no place for the hungry, he states. The chef picks up a book, and it turns to dust in his hands. This one's rotten. I reckon all of these are.
What? The books are rotten? These are rotten books. These books are no good.
No. Those books are all from the ancient kingdom of Doma. If you throw them away, you'll be destroying priceless history and valuable information. If I don't, I'll be poisoning the king.
What? What?
Please, you have to believe me. There's an antidote. I know there is. What kind of idiot philosopher chef are you? The chef laughs. There's no antidote for book rot.
There's no antidote for book rot. This is just like a fucked up nightmare at this point. Start screaming as loud as you can. I want to turn back into an adult now.
Wait a second, you hear the sound of tearing pages, and the delicious sound of honey roasted peanuts. Make way. Clean up on aisle 4. Someone yells.
What? The delicious sound of honey roasted peanuts.
You leave, the librarian says. This is a library, not an eatery. You hear the chattering of hundreds of teeth. The zombies have arrived.
Challenge the librarian to a battle of wits. It's time.
The librarian pulls out a deck of cards, and begins to do a magic trick. Pick a card, any card, he says. You choose the 7 of hearts. That's interesting, the librarian says.
You punch the librarian in the face as hard as you can.
The librarian falls to the ground, grabbing his eye. I've been blinded. You grab the antidote from the librarian's pockets and swallow it, before grabbing the entire bookcase and carrying it out of the library.
Whoa! He had the antidote the whole time. Punch your way out of the manor. besting everybody with your powerful wits.
You reach the front door of the manor before being faced with a wall of guards. Nobody leaves. One of guards says, raising his spear to stab you through the head.
Punch the guard in the face as hard as you can.
Your punch knocks the guard's helmet off, snapping his neck. You bash the next guard in the face with the bookcase, killing him. The guards attempt to stop you, but you're too powerful.
I punched somebody so hard I snapped their neck. Fucking wild. The AI doesn't know what to say. Emerge from the manor victorious.
Hey, put that bookcase down. Someone yells. You turn to find a police officer with his gun raised at you. Drop the bookcase
What?
and get on the ground. You drop the bookcase.
Punch the officer in the face as hard as you can.
The force of the punch knocks the officer's keys from his hands, sending them flying across the parking lot. Oh dear, you say. The officer reaches for his gun, and you grab it first.
Eat the gun and spit the bullets out at the cop.
Your stomach churns just thinking about it. The gun tastes like cheap metal and oil, and smells like smoke and gunpowder. It goes down easily, leaving you feeling warm and toasty.
Domer's crazy. Spit bullets at the cop.
You spit some bullets at the cop, hitting him in the forehead.
Run back to your village.
The gun tastes like cheap metal and oil, and smells like smoke.
Hey, that's not
and
what I said.
gunpowder.
I already did
It
that.
goes down easily,
No, I
leaving you
refreshed
feeling
this.
warm and toasty. You begin to feel woozy, and the world around you begins. 3 days later, you walk down the road to your village with a backpack full of seeds, since you had to abandon the manor after killing the poor librarian.
I didn't kill the librarian, I just blinded him. Have I thought about making a VODs channel? Honestly, no. If somebody would like to upload VODs to YouTube, I won't stop them, but I have no desire to manage it myself. Walk down the road. Okay. Well, I have a backpack full of seeds. Return to your fields. Return to your field with the new seeds for the harvest.
You work hard in the fields, prepping them for planting. Finally someone to help with the fields. Farmer Yanni says as he walks onto the field.
You know, Yanni, being a noble isn't all it's cracked up to be.
I suppose, he says, before spitting out sunflower seeds. But at least they let us live, unlike those raiders. A man walks onto the farm with a gun in his hand.
Oh shit, did the cops follow me?
Those raiders just want to live too, he says. Yanni grabs a hoe and runs at the man, but the man shoots him in the chest twice, killing him.
Sad. Yeah, he doesn't know what to say. Walk over to Yanni's body.
You stand over your friend's body, unsure of what to do. Now you can join the others, the raider says. You notice the seeds Yanni had spat out, and have an idea. Can I go? You say, sure, kid. Go home to your mom. You quickly run home, grabbing the gun Yanni gave you. That seed is going to come back to kill you, and everybody else. Why did you come back? Mom asks when you enter the village, still armed with the gun. To help, you say. Grab your sword and follow me. You grab your sword and follow her. The village is under attack by raiders. Gunfire, explosions, and the clash of metal fill the air. He says, lower your shields and we can transport you to safety. A raider runs towards you and Mom, swinging his sword. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Get beamed up by the Starship Enterprise.
You feel a sensation before finding yourself in an empty room. Welcome aboard the USS Enterprise. Oh, it's you, a voice says.
It's good to be back home.
The computer says you're not part of Starfleet. I'm afraid I can't let you stay here, the voice, belonging to a green-skinned Orion woman in a red uniform, replies. You can't do that.
Go to the bridge and sit in the captain's chair.
The woman grabs a phaser and points it at you. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, she says, walking away. Come on. That's the captain's chair. You say, yep.
Look at Commander Riker and say, let's go to the next star system over. Number 1. Warp 8. Engage.
The computer lets out a long, steady tone. The computer says I'm the captain now, you say. Great, the woman says. What's your name? I can't tell you that.
I think that's the end. I think that's I've got nowhere else for this story to go. Here, I'll do turn into an invincible dragon. Let's do that.
The woman looks terrified. You burn her to a crisp with a blast of fire. Ah, that feels better, you say. Found anything about the next system over? Yep.
Yep. Yep. The next piece of Wayne Radio TV merch will be a t-shirt that says
I'm Wayne Radio. Ask me how. On the front, and put this on, and everyone will be asking you how on the back.
all right, I'll go tell Wayne that that's the next piece of merchandise he needs to put up on the store. And that's the end of the AI adventure, AI dungeon stream for tonight. This is a great idea for a shirt. Okay. That's it. That's the end. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I love me some AI dungeon. Thanks for everybody who followed and subscribed. I appreciate it. I actually decided I put in my partner application yesterday, so here's hoping I get that funny check mark like all my friends did. So hopefully if I do become a partner, that will give me more emote slots and make your subscriptions more valuable. And then I can put all kinds of dumb shit in my emotes that'll just be terrible. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know what I'll do next. I've been trying to stream more lately just because of the partnership application. Yeah, I'll definitely raid Scorpion. I'm sure he's on right now. He was supposed to be on. Yeah, he's on right now. Playing some Blade 2, it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that raid button. Go give Scorpy my regards. Yeah, next stream might be some drumming. I said I was gonna do that, but then I decided I wanted to want to play some AI dungeons, so look forward to that. Maybe in the next couple days. Go have fun. Go have fun at Scorpy's stream. I think he's doing some kind of like a video night type thing, so that'll be fun. See you guys later.